now we got a set of Sony information that we wanted to talk about. The first thing is that Madam Web, they are working on a potential Madam Web movie or product. They call it product. So obviously it's probably a movie.
So I know J-Law has kind of been linked to this one before. And I just wanted to have a quick conversation about the fact that Sony has just basically said they're working on a project with X Spider-Man character, Y Spider-Man character, A through Z, basically. Just the whole shebang is getting a movie or a show or something. And I don't know what they're doing, what they're trying to do here. Like, I get it. Maybe it'll make sense after Morbius and the Morbius reshoots and stuff. Maybe it'll make sense, but I'm having trouble figuring out what they want to do by releasing 600 different Sony shows.
It seems like they're trying to contest with other Marvel stuff. It's more of just, I think they realize how much money it makes.
Yeah.
And they're just going to pump out quantity, it seems
like. A Rhino movie is not going to do what Venom did.
No. Nobody's going to start
Sandman
rooting for
movie
Rhino.
is not going to do what Venom did. A Madam Web movie is not going to do what Venom did.
Madam Web might.
Not a lot of people. Like, I don't know.
Obviously, it depends on how well they do it.
Like, it depends on what avenue they're doing too. Because I know that they were going to do like a Silk show, like through Amazon.
Silco, yep.
Through like Amazon, yeah, Silk show, through like Amazon's. I mean, like if they're doing all these properties on different like avenues, but I don't know.
I don't know either. It feels very DC of them,
which is not
the right decision. I agree though. Venom had a fan base before Venom came out.
Right.
Venom was huge. I think Madam Web has the best potential for the one like Rhino, Sandman, Electro, Madam Web.
Spider-Woman would be a good.
Which Spider-Woman's another one of those products that's been hinted at, or that Spider-Woman might show up in a future Spider-Man movie.
Sure.
So yeah, all that is there for potential, but I agree 100%. I don't understand the reasoning for it other than money.
Yeah, I'd have to see what happens. I got to see what happens with Morbius, I think, because I think that might be like, all right, there's this other universe that Sony's working on or Sony's going to do. So
they either have to be so not well known that it makes sense to do their own solo movie like Morbius, or they have to be so well known that they do well like Venom.
Right.
So those half and halves like Sandman, where they have a fan base, but they also have people that have no idea.
Right.
Like when they hear Sandman, they think of the song.
Right.
Those middle of those little like, well, or Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. You know that one? It's like from the 50s.
Metallica.
30s. Right. I mean, Enter Sandman. Yeah. Enter Sandman, obviously. But so people think of the songs over the hero. And so we're just complete opposites. Mr. Sandman. One of us is we'll both walk into like a wrestling match and you'll have Enter Sandman and I'll have Mr. Sandman.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. I don't think that's very smart to do what DC does. I think you should follow what Marvel does, but unless you're trying to build like a Sinister Six movie or series, even then, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Weird. Anyway, next on Sony products, it's getting hefty. Next on Sony products is that the official script for No Way Home said that MJ has a lingering sense of recognition as some dude, Peter Parker, walked out the door.
I don't know who that is, but
right. But she apparently has a former, as if like she knows who he is.
Lingering
he
sense
does
of
look familiar.
I swear I've seen him in things, but
yeah, apparently,
I don't know.
Like I feel the same way that MJ felt. Like, yeah, he looks familiar, but he was really just kind of awkward and quiet.
Yeah, I don't get why like that whole movie was about some dude we have no idea who it is.
Right.
This whole time. So
absolutely, it just felt weird. People are saying it's like one of the best superhero movies ever, and it's like,
right,
who is it even?
Don't even know the character's name, right? Like
yeah.
Spider-Man shows up a little bit, but like, who's this guy? Very dumb.
But yeah, apparently the official script says that MJ recognizes this guy. And then the last bit of Spider-Man specific, and then we have one last Sony product. Spider-Man Miles Morales is rumored to be introduced in Spider-Man 4. This would be a Spider-Man story or movie led by Tobey Maguire, right? Or would this be
no, I think it's still Tom Holland's.
Okay, because that's going to get confusing because people are talking about a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, and people are talking about a Spider-Man 4 of Tom Holland. So like when I read this, I thought this was Tom Holland or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, I think it's still with Tom's.
Okay.
And I guess it makes sense. I know they want to introduce him. They could do he's got ties with Kingpin. He's got ties with Prowler, Aaron Davis.
Would it be Jaden Smith though?
No.
If you watch our theory video, it wouldn't be Jaden Smith.
No, I don't know. I expect them to bring in more Spidey people, and for them Miles to be in the MCU still lets Sony do their thing.
Into the Spider-Verse was too popular. Marvel, as soon as Into the Spider-Verse happened, Marvel was like, who can we get to play Miles? Like I guarantee they were like, all right, we cast. And they were probably also like, Gwen Stacy's gotta come and it's gotta be
Felicia
Gwen
Hardy
with powers. It can't just be like Emma Stone's where she doesn't have any powers. Gotta be something.
There's rumors of them doing like a possibly a Spider-Gwen movie, and it would essentially be like the Amazing Spider-Man 3. It would be Spider-Gwen being able to like jump through portals to different realities and meeting the Peter Parker that lost her Gwen when she lost her Peter Parker. So it'd be like Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen.
I want a live action female Doc Ock. So if they do a Spider-Gwen movie, I want her to have a female Doc Ock. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
What is it? Not Otto Octavius, but Octavius.
Yeah. So, I don't know, something like that.
I would love live action female Doc Ock because the Catherine Hahn animated one was great. I liked it. So so Miles Morales rumored to be in a Spider-Man 4. We know there's going to be another trilogy, so that means if he's in 4, he'll probably be in 5 and 6, or 4 would be setting up his own series of movies,
his own trilogy. Yeah, and all of a sudden we're gonna have nine Spidey movies in the MCU.
That's a lot of Spider-Man, but it's also the most profitable. We've talked about it before. 9 out of every 10 action figures is a Spider-Man action figure sold. So I get wanting to push it. That's why Disney tried so hard to purchase it from Sony, and why Sony tried so hard to
hold on to it,
not letting go of that thing. Like zero chance Sony lets that go. So I get it. I'm all for Miles Morales. The more Spider-Man stuff, the better. I've always said like, oh, my favorite superheroes: Iceman, Moon Knight, Loki,
Venom.
And it's like Venom. And then you realize like when you think of all the other people you like in Marvel, it's like that's a lot of Spider-Man people.
There's a lot of people.
I'm all for it. That'll be cool. And then I think adding a young actor to play Miles Morales lets you send Spider-Man into other, like, oh, we can have Spider-Man interact with Deadpool as Miles. We can have Spider-Man as Tom Holland. We can have Spider-Man as go into the X-Men. Like Miles can go like work with the X-Men.
Right.
Like you just
Peter Parker could help join the Fantastic Four like he does in the comics. Like he'd be part of the Fantastic Four. Yeah. So
maybe Tom Holland joins the Illuminati, which is why we don't really see him anymore, and then Miles becomes the main Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'd love to see a like Tom Holland and Deadpool thing. Like even if it's after Tom Holland's trilogy or whatever, and he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna do Spider-Man again, and then it's just like Deadpool 4 is like, you know what I mean? Well, I'm sure they'd love that.
I think Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland on screen together
would be awesome. Would be amazing.
I don't want to sound too biased because I know if anybody's seen previous episodes, they know that I like Andrew Garfield's is my favorite. I think Andrew Garfield's banter with Ryan Reynolds would be too. Best.
Yeah, but I also think like him with Tom Hardy, it's gonna be him with Tom Hardy.
And that's the thing is like Ryan Reynolds has such good like improv because he's basically is that character all the time.
Right.
Tom Holland is amazing at just doing it on the spot. You tell him a direction, but you don't give him the lines like, oh, do this, and then he just comes up with gold.
You can't tell him too much or he's gonna spoil it. So
right. So I think you put him on screen with Deadpool and you just tell them both like, here's the topic, go. And I think both of them would create gold there. So I think it'd be amazing. I want Spider-Man and Deadpool to cross over because in the comics it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So imagine it now.
Yeah, and it's like Peter Parker's like climbing up a wall and Deadpool's like bear hugging him from behind as they're trying to like go up it. It's like, I love you.
Love them. Oh, it's so good. And there's one that I don't want to go into a random tangent.
So this last